this is Alpha Ali. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD view. This is actually for Rose, and Rose is actually back up in top 500, which is honestly insane to say. I've been seeing Rose quite a bit in my games, which is always, you know, lovely to see because I do love having Rose there, basically. They've put, it's a win. And they put, hey Ali, in this one I want to showcase how my Mercy, it's a high rank, can even have some questionable and weird plays. At the very start, I am so out of it, and there was 1 or 2 questionable Valks in this game. There is also an instance where I get carried away with my Glock and lose the round. Yikes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the VOD. And honestly, that last sentence is so you, Rose. I absolutely love it. Because I feel like you do always get a little bit carried away with the Glock sometimes, but it's nice to see how aggressive you are being with it though, because I feel like I don't see enough people, to what's it called, like being as aggressive as you are on Mercy. Obviously, we have talked about toning it down quite a bit a few times, but I like how aggressive you are, basically, okay? So anyways, we'll quickly get, started into the VOD, basically, but if you guys are wanting your own Mercy VOD review, are you wanting your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch for free at 2 PM UK on Sundays. They cost 7,500 channel points, which you simply get by just watching the streams. If you can't make it that time, then do not worry, as I also record them offline whenever I'm free, and all of them get uploaded to this channel. But if you guys want to see any of my own gameplay as well, you can visit my main channel. If you do need any help with anything, then don't be afraid to message any of my lovely mods on Discord. The links for everything that I've just mentioned will be down in the description. Now, back to the VOD. And yes, we'll kind of like just get straight into it. You guys can't see, but I'll quickly pop it onto the screen right now. But we do have Royal Knight. I really like this skin. We're having a little bit of a debate about it. Yes. We had a little bit of a debate about it before we started the VOD, which is what I wanted to get out. Love, 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 love. Yes, 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 yes. I don't see enough Mercies doing this, and I love that you're doing it, Rose. Yes. Whenever you're on a control point or you're on a map where you can change characters right at the spawn door, speed out of spawn. Beautiful, Rose. Thank you, okay? Why do we speed out of spawn? Very good question. With control points and flash points, which are kind of the two that you mainly do it with, the team that gets to the point quickest can essentially take more space and can have more control over the initial control point. Because if you think it's a lot harder to kind of attack into a team, then, you know, it's a lot easier for you to defend it, basically, okay? So that is why we need to speed out spawn. Love it, because if your team speed out, and look, this Mercy didn't do it, so that means that these guys are going to be slower to the points compared to you guys, okay? So just if you can, make sure that you're using that Lucio speed boost, speed all your team out, then you can get out, okay? If you do have a Juno, then obviously allow them to, you know, use their speed ring and stuff like that, basically, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's my rant over with. We'll start doing the VOD now, okay? We did have a quick look at the team, so might as well talk about it as we're coming in. We have a Brig, a Widow, a Sojourn, and a Hamster. Very weird team comp, especially for Oasis. So good peel for your Brig. Good peel here. Oh, you guys have switched now to a Sombra, so that's a little bit better. So you guys are pretty much mirroring comp minus the tank, which is nice to see. Good push up with the damage boost here. Nice. Nice. Good. Like all this. This is all fine. Nice. Good, 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 good. No issues here. My other thing is make sure you kind of push up with your Brig a tiny bit there. But to be honest, your Brig was being very aggressive anyways. Good res now that you know the Sombra's gone. Awesome. So, my other thing to be wary of right now is that Zarya will be high charge because she didn't die. So, it's just kind of making sure that you get your heal beam on anyone that's currently being attacked. So, alright, little 360. I see you, I see you. Okay. Right, what's been happening here? So, let's quickly rewind it a bit. So, we're going to go and help our ball. And sadly, as we do that, your Brig are getting picked off. Nothing too much you can really do there, to be honest. I understand why you want to help your ball. Don't... With ball, go to... what's it called? When you do your ball, make sure your damage boost in the slam down. Because then it means that you can get a tiny bit more like damage out of that slam, basically. It makes it a little bit easier to secure targets. I know that he's minds it, but it's still really good practice just to be able to do, basically. Okay? Good res. I love as well, whenever like people like cut out of your LOS as you're trying to escape. I don't mind this Valk. This is an okay Valk. Especially because you want to try and get the res off. So I understand it. Okay? Grab happens. You can't really do too much there, to be honest. Unfortunately, you don't have res either. Still keep aggressive in here. Don't back off here, because there's no reason for you to back off. I want you to keep active in this team fight, okay? Because this is still really, really winnable. Your what's called, your Briggs just popped rally, okay? And your ball is really still high HP. That means that you guys can very much stay here for quite a while and keep contesting this point and keep this point alive. Because especially with control points, you want to try and get as much percentage as you can. You backing off early means that you're not committing to this team fight, and it means that you can't stall it out for as long, basically. That could mean the difference between you guys losing this round and winning this round, okay? So just if you can, instead of you being really, really passive at this point, keep being aggressive and push in and be like with your ball and like with your Brig, okay? We'll keep on going. You're on F10. There we are. Keep going. You see, because obviously your Brig has just got a pick, okay? And we don't want her to fall or use her entire shield, okay? So we want to try and keep this up. Obviously at this point now we can start backing off because our ball has died. But it's about being there for that entire contest, basically. Okay? Keep on going, though. Nice, obviously at this point we're kind of like just waiting for our ball to go in and do things. Go peel for our Brig. We know that Zarya doesn't have what's called grab this time. We can't res it because they're just going to walk onto us. Good. Yeah, at that point we just need to back off. Zarya's got a lot of charge. She's going to apply a lot of pressure, okay? I notice you're spending a lot of time blue beaming your Brig, okay? Try if you can to instead find a way that you could try and GA, even just do like a little GA cancel, just to kind of make sure that you're kind of helping out with your ball a lot more. Because can you see, if we're just sat here damaging our Brig that's holding up a shield, it's not going to do anything, okay? Compared to if we do an ever so slight GA, we can be here with our Brig, but also try to damage with the ball. Apply some pressure onto these guys and make them, you know, try to, you know, force packs out or force the Mercy to come in and try and do a sling in and out, okay? Just go in and try to make sure that you're helping your ball out with this, what's called, damage boost a little bit more. Keep going. So we have Surge back because we can link back up with them. Good res. Can't do too much for your Sombra there because your Briggs are packed, but that's fine. We can still maybe do something with this. Good. Don't sling yourself too far back out. So just make sure that with that sling, try to sling off to the side where you are now, not so much like as far back as you were. Good, keeping your Surge up here. Just gotta be careful with the what's called, the Zarya still, because she's still gonna have high charge. Good. Good push up here. Keep pushing up. Nice and nice. Good. Nice res on the Brig as well. Perfect. Nice. Good stagger as well. That means that she's gonna be back late for the last team fight, but we've got to remember that she's gonna have EMP. So we've got to make sure that we need to play out off to the side. Where are we positioned right now? Where are we positioned right now? Okay. So if you can, try to kind of make it so you're not just stood on the point. Make it so you're jaying yourself off to one of these sides like you were just then, okay? There's no harm in you playing under here because the Sombra is dead, remember, because we just picked him off, okay? So don't be afraid just to go away and go and, like, what's called, and play in, like, this little room or something here, okay? Because right now we're just stood out in the open on the point. Right, keep it going, though. Good. Nice, backing out. Zarya's probably going to have grab, so just making sure that we're playing split as well. Nice with the Surge. Don't mind the Valk here, because obviously you want to try and help out for the, what's it called? The recontest. Good heals here. Oh. Just make sure that we try to keep people up there rather than just, what's it called, going in with a Glock. I know that you do want to try and get some damage in and you're getting a little bit bored of just flying about. But it's better if you keep your Sojourn up there rather than getting the Glock out, basically. Completely lost my thought process about previously because she had EMP and it would get caught out. And that's exactly what you should do, okay? You want to try and make sure that you're already in your Valk, basically, for when that EMP goes off. So it means you could try and keep people up. And it ends up being quite a bad grab as well. So it does end up kind of working out very, very nicely for you, okay? Awesome, let's keep going. Love the Lucio speed boost. Yes. Alright, let's keep going. So, same team comp again, pretty much. So we could just go forward with it. Very nice. They have got a D.Va this time rather than Zarya. So just make sure that we're saving our GA so it means we don't end up getting picked out, basically. Good rotation. Make that a little bit snappier, though, so it means that we don't peek that kind of angle so much. Good rotation out. Can't do too much there because obviously you're trying to heal up your Sombra. And then, yeah, it's just going to be a reset at this point. So don't worry too much of that bit. It's all good. We're just going to have to reset and go again, basically. This round's such a flop, I don't think we even flipped the point. And that's fine. Oh, my Sojourn, I think, you know, found out that there's glass and she can't walk through glass. So, Sombra gets a pick onto the Mercy, which is perfect. So it means that we can res and they can't. Nice res. You need to kind of get into your ball here. Good that you managed to pull back to try and help him. Can't do too much for your Brig though, because she's been way too aggressive. So it's just a back out. Good that you try to keep your beam onto the ball. You try and get it back on again. You need to try and get it on there, if you could. Good that you managed to get him out this time now, though. Say if you get with your positioning, make sure you're being wary of that is, though, because you were very open there. Make sure, same against damage boost on the slam. Sojourn isn't a team fight just yet, so keep with your ball. Good push on damage boost there, I like that. Good heals onto your Brig. Nice. Valkyrie if you need to. Valk. 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 Okay. The reason why I wanted to Valk here is it allows your ball to get aggressive, okay? Because let's quickly rewind it. So, this was all fine. The reason why I want you to Valk is to help your ball stay up, okay? Because if your ball ends up getting quite a bit of HP, it can allow him to go in and start being aggressive again. I didn't know if I should have Valked because everyone was so split. And that is a good reason to Valk, okay? You know that your Brig, okay, because right, this is no offense to your Brig isn't the best in this game that I've already said, okay? Because your Brig's getting picked off quite a bit and is not really playing too well, bless them, okay? They're not having a great game, okay? So, you know that you're probably going to have to carry the healing in this game. And as well, when you're playing Brig Mercy as well, you do end up kind of having to go about and heal a lot more compared to, you know, if you're just playing with like an Honor Mercy, for example, okay? So it's your job here to go in and help, okay? Because I'm going to show you this team fight from the point perspective, okay? So this is the point. So, Sombra gets in and has a good hack, okay? If we're here Valkin, not only could we be here to help with the slam onto the Sojourn and try and get a nice pick off with the ball, but also we're here to try and keep him being aggressive and keep him alive, because right now he's going to be very tentative, because he knows his Brig is currently all the way backed off all the way over to here and is hardly going to get any packs, okay? And it's not going to get any healing from you because you're playing really, really passively as well with your Sojourn over to here, okay? If we pop the Valk here, we can get our beam onto onto the ball, and we can maybe get our beam onto the on the Sombra. I don't think our Sombra survives here because if I play this again, she's probably going to get shot again. Yeah. So Sombra is not going to survive, okay? But it gives an opportunity for us to keep our ball alive and keep our ball being aggressive, because our ball sadly can't be massively aggressive because he's losing all his HP, and so all he could probably do is slam in and add the mines in and then probably have to roll away. Whereas if we're here in Valk, he can then slam in and then do whatever, you know, he wants to do as a ball player, okay? So I would pop Valk here to keep this aggression up with your Sombra and the ball. Acts as like a dive hero in this case because you want to help the dive with your ball on the Sombra. Okay, we'll keep on going though. This is you here. Yep, perfect, okay. So you end up kind of playing very passively, which means the ball can't be aggressive. Your Brig pops rally, which is good obviously to keep your ball up. We do need to slink once again to try and help get in and be aggressive. Another good opportunity to Valk, which is what you end up doing this time now. Good aim there. Keep your ball up, keep your ball up. Okay, good. But can you see how our ball ends up kind of, falling here because we don't end up kind of helping him stay alive here? Same with our Brig as well, okay? So I like the pick on the Mercy. The pick on the Mercy was a really good choice, okay? But then once you've done that, go straight to healing, okay? Because remember, you're on this Brig Mercy, it's not going to have, The aim was team out, carried away, yes, okay? So I know that your aim is good, Rose, okay? But try to think to yourself, okay? Even, because normally people go with the 3 shots rule, where it's like, if you don't hit 3 shots on a person, you just go away and put it away, okay? That's slightly different in your case, because you have really good aim on Mercy. So instead, when it comes to aiming, take a couple shots, and then only use it to force out an ability. For example, in your case, you forced out the Torb overclock thing, whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called. But like, you know when it glows like really red, and it goes like, ah, and it gets really angry, okay? You've done that. And that is more than enough. You just even basing out an ability, especially at this high level, is more than enough, even if you don't get a pick off, okay? So it's better if you try to force that and then just go back to go and helping your team, but also realize how much time that you've spent doing the glocking rather than, you know, going back to go and help your team, because sadly your team have fallen because we got a little bit too carried away there, okay? So don't stick to the 3 shot rule in your case because you've got really good aim. Instead, think about either forcing out an ability if you know that you're not going to get the pick off, or just take a few little warning shots and then go back to go and help your team, okay? We'll keep on going though, as I think unfortunately we're just going to lose in this round basically. Res first before we shoot, because if we shoot and then res, we provide a target and we've alerted the D.Va that we're there. Instead, go for the res, because that will alert them a little bit later, okay? Other than that, though, is a little bit of a poor round. Just make sure that we're using our Valk to go in aggressively, okay? We do have ourselves a Zarya now instead of the ball, which is a tiny bit better for ourselves, okay? But yeah. I just realized, I was like, oh, when I hit her? And that's okay. Nice, okay, so. 3rd round, I like this point for Mercy. I feel like it's the best one for her due to the amount of high grounds that you can have and everything, which is really nice. Love how you're checking out on that high ground to see who's over there. Spotted the Reaper. Good sling away. Good peel as well from your, from your cast. Sad that your, your Moira falls. Unfortunately, you can't really get to your Zarya. You can get to her now, which is perfect. Good how you don't go for the res as well. Good rotation here. All that was really well played, Rose. I liked all that. Good damage boost there. Because your Zarya is in the bubble, push damage boost. Because your main aim at this case is to get the pick off onto the D.Va. We do not want D.Va to survive here, because otherwise she can remech and start recontesting, okay? So while your Zarya is in the bubble and she's trying to focus down the D.Va, damage boost, and then we can go and heal once the bubble's ended, or if, like, you know, she gets the pick off, she's just far away from people. Alright? Keep it going though. When the second support dies, I go into heal bot mode, and that's exactly what you should be doing, because if you're down to support, you have to, I got punished. Okay, yeah, so back to my previous point though. Yeah, once your other support dies, it means that you have to basically carry the healing, isn't it? Okay, so it's absolutely fine if you start going a bit of a heal bot mode. Now, this one. So what happens here? So you have to obviously play passively because the Sojourn's still on the high ground. Ah, we sling. Why are we slinging? We could just do a normal GA there. Do a normal GA there, because then your cooldown would have been online, in which case we could have escaped from it. Because instead you, you end up kind of just getting caught out. Alright, but it's fine. You guys should be able to recap it anyways, but it's just being a little bit aware that I slinged because I didn't see him at first. Yeah, but we don't even need to sling the Rose though, because you want to push forward to try and get your beams back onto your Zarya. So we can GA buddy hop it. And then we can use our GA at the end of it to get away from the Reaper if we need to. Good focus fire. You're more than welcome to go and super jump up there at the end, because you know the Reaper's going to TP up and you can get your pick off onto him. Because now he's going to escape, okay? So that's where your aggressiveness can come into handy. If we go and be aggressive at that point, and we like super jump up to try and meet where he is. Can't do anything for her, by the way. We need to rotate because Reaper's going to be there. Then we can try and pick him off, okay? But this point is not on you at all. Sling that up onto the high ground, by the way, there, rather than the low. Oh. Oh. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was overtime. This would have been a good Valk if your team were going to come back quicker. If your team were stood where they are right now and they were just about to come back onto the point, Valk it. Because that would have been a beautiful stall to allow your team to get back on. Now, unfortunately, your team are too far back. So, unfortunately, it doesn't end up happening at a, what's called, at a good point. I want to re-talk through all this as well, because you do make a slight mistake over here as well. So, but all this is not your fault. This is because your Moira got picked off early, which allows all the team just to collapse in. So there's nothing too much more that you can personally do, apart from just try and stall it out. Because, look, your Moira falls. So now you're obviously, like, half and half, basically. Reaper comes in and just attacks your, what's it called, your cast, which you can't really do too much about. And we have to rotate back. You see the Sojo gets a pick, which is completely fine. But when you're doing this rotation, make this sling up onto this high ground here. Because then that means you have a nice height advantage from everyone, but also you're going to be out of the way of the diva that's going to be flying at you as well, okay? So make that rotation up onto the high ground here instead. Because then you can always drop down and then come over to this room, okay? Now, if your team were stood at this archway, this would be a beautiful Valk. But because your team are still all the way over to here, okay? It's unfortunately a little bit useless for you because it only gets you, I think, over like 5% of stall, okay? Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I understand why you would have done it, but just try if you can to save it. And you know yourself as well, it was a bad one, so not too much to dwell on it. Good that you do end up kind of getting the diva mech out of it though, and nice that you guys could quickly push in now in a second. We do need to get to our casts. Nice that your Moira's there now, so now you can focus to, you know, just being with your team. Still play cover if you can, so we're not just standing there and just looking at the diva being like, hey. Good peel. Nice. And the diva just stood up on the high ground as well, which is what I love. Don't kill her here. You don't want to kill her off quickly here, okay? The reason why I don't want you to kill her off here is because you want to try and stagger her, okay? Because if you stagger her, this goes from 2 team fights to 1 team fight, okay? The reason why, because if you stagger the diva here, okay, she dies very, very slow, okay? Which then means that this whole team have to wait for the diva to respawn before they come and recontest. And this turns from two team fights to 1. Yeah, but my team was shooting her and wanted to kill her. The other people that were shooting were you and the, what's it called, you and the Moira. And Moira would take a lot longer. Because if you have a look back now. So your what's it called, your Zarya's just gonna stand there because she doesn't want to get involved. The only people that are shooting are you and the Moira. So allow your Moira to get this pick off because that'll be slower. Unfortunately, your Moira isn't smart enough to know that, you know, we're gonna cause this, like allow this like diva to be staggered basically. But yeah, allow the Moira to suck her off. That sounds really dodgy. But allow the Moira to get the pick off basically because we just want to stagger. We just want to stagger this diva basically and allow her to respawn and turn this team fight from 2 to 1. Okay? Awesome. Let's keep it going. So we do end up getting the pick off, but it's fine. Because she just ended up getting staggered quite a bit anyways because she forced a stagger on herself. But we could have made this like 10 times longer. But it's all good. Keep it going. I can hear someone next to you. It's a Reaper. Perfect. Glad that you noticed that as well. Perfect. Awesome. Just keep an eye on your casts. Oh, they're on ball now. Okay, back out. Perfect. Bit of a dodgy bout from them, personally, so we all have our moments. It's okay. I heard a Reaper TP. Good sling. Yeah, at this point, we just reset. Oh, good. That's fine. We just have to reset at that point because the Blossom gets 2 is what it is. Go again, basically. Alright, nice. Oh, never mind, we got Hog. I was just about to say, why have we gone Rhyme? Hog makes a bit more sense. Nice. Try not to G into a Sojourn orb thing, but that's fine. Think about what also gonna happen, by the way. They're probably... In fact, are they gonna really be near any? I'm trying to like not look at these. Yeah, they're not really gonna have any because they used Sojourn and basically they used all them 3 ults last time. They've only just switched to Ball and Moira used their. Oh sorry, they've just switched to Moira as well, haven't they? So yeah, they're gonna have no ults actually. So I just want to say, oh, be careful for ults coming in. They're not gonna have any, so that's fine. Keep going. Good pick onto the Moira. Good. They do res the Moira, but it does mean they don't have that res available anymore. Nice, obviously rotating to where our soldiers. Good, keep on this flank. Good, good, good. Nice, because your soldiers end up winning it out. Beautiful. Just careful because there is a Reaper behind. Stay on point here because you want to try and cap it quick. Because the point is more important than you guys trying to get the Reaper. Nice res onto the Ana. And you guys end up winning it, okay? Rose, really well played, okay? Yes, there were a few, like, kind of iffy moments and everything, but overall, it was a very, very nice showcase of just kind of basically how a top 500 Mercy plays. Very, very smart playing. Very proactive of you. I love just, like, how aware you are. Obviously, minus the Reaper. We don't talk about that. You're very aware, which is always really, really nice to see, okay? You're always, like, you know, with the right person as well, which is really, really good to see as well with, like, the beams and everything like that. Very, very beautiful. What else was I going to say? Your reses as well. Your reses were pretty good. Obviously, just don't pistol people before the res, but you know that as well. That was just a bit of a mistake as well. We don't talk about but yeah, so main things I want you to work on. Obviously, first one is the Valks, okay? When you know that the enemy team, when you know that your team are not going to be back to, you know, just make sure if you can, don't obviously pop the Valk. And secondly, as well, don't get carried away with your Glock. I know that this was a very kind of nice and reformed one, basically, compared to previously, okay? But take on that piece of advice from what I was saying, okay? Where it's very much if you manage to get an ability out, which is really, really good, then just leave it and go back to go and help your team, okay? And don't be afraid as well to pop Valk to be aggressive with a dive, okay? I can show you a really good clip, Rose, where I do this, and it's with a Ball and a Sombra on Circuit Royale. And the reason why we end up winning a team fight is because I decided to pop Valk to go in aggressively with my team instead of sitting back with I think it was my Bastion and my Ana on the point. I could show it to you and I could send it over because you could have done the exact same thing there, but on that second point, Oasis, if we used our back to be aggressive to go and help our Ball and our Sombra. But I'll send it over to you because that'll help. Yes, it might be on my TikTok actually. Let me double check. I'll see. Because it will show you how you can essentially go in and go and use your Valk to help with an aggressive push. So it means that you can, you know, keep people alive and help with that aggressive push and get the team fight done, basically. So those are the main 2 things, sweet. So don't be afraid to pop Valk to be really aggressive with dives. And also, when you do get your Glock out as well, when you're being aggressive yourself, look to try and bait out an ability rather than trying to get a pick off if people are high HP, because you don't want to spend all your time pistoling them, basically. Okay? But without the Rose, thank you so much obviously for the VOD and let me know if you have any issues. But thank you so much for everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch who's been watching this. If you guys want to see any of my own Mercy gameplay, that's on my main YouTube channel, which will be linked down in the description, along with my Twitch where I basically stream everything live, as well as my Discord as well. Go and join there. Everyone's so lovely over there as well. And also I did talk about if you want your own Mercy VOD at the beginning of the video, so just go and follow them steps and you're more than welcome to have one exactly like this one. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and I'll see you all later. Bye!